don't know. You got anything else you want me to talk about?
No, man. The injury, you were off and what you got the 6th year for, just talk about that real quick.
Well, junior season, I took 6th in NCAAs, lost to Dean Heil for the 3rd year at the NCAA tournament in a row in the semis.
It was 3 years in a row.
Yep. Yeah, that's what really stung that junior season. My sophomore season, I lost him in the semis, but I wrestled hard, came back for 4th. It was a close match with Joey McKenna for 3rd.
So you were 8-6-4.
No, 8-4-6 champ.
8-4-6 champ.
8-4-6 year off champ.
So you never ended the season with a win until this year.
Yes.
It's the best year to do it and the best way to do it.
The year
right?
I took 4th, like I could look in the mirror, one of those losses you take for 3rd, and I was just like, I wrestled hard. Like I wrestled my hardest. Like I left it on the mat. Like I made some technical mistakes that I could have won the match, but like effort-wise, I didn't like leave anything on the table. Bullets in the chamber were empty. Then the next year, junior season, I lost to Dean Heil in the semis, and it's like those Conti's semi slides to 6th place hurt a lot, and then I had 2 injuries at the university trials tournament that I got taken care of, 2 surgeries, and
what was it? Shoulder, knee,
labrum, bicep, my shoulder, and then my knee was just a little scope that I was telling you before.
And that was the one where they had to open it up. You got
then it
staph.
ended up getting an infection. Staph opened it up. 5 days in the hospital.
Dude.
So with dealing with 2 injuries at once, they just weren't really healing. Like the shoulder didn't heal like in that 6 to 9 month frame that it should have. Like the thought at first was to come back mid-season January, complete the senior season, go to Big Tens and NCAAs and win it.
I'm glad somebody figured out that was an awful idea.
December comes around and I'm not drilling or any really wrestling related stuff yet. It's still like just straight PT, and it's like, okay, you're in the Big Ten Conference. You come back in January, you're wrestling Iowa, you're wrestling Penn State, you're wrestling Ohio State. Like,
awful idea.
You're like, all right, this probably isn't realistic. Maybe give it a little more time. Let's see, like if I'm drilling by January, wrestling by February, right after like the end of the Big Ten, get some other competitions in, like a NCO Open or something. And then that slowly as time came wasn't really healing right. So then the options became, how can I get a 6th year? So I looked into how you got to get your doctor's notes in order, application process. I end up applying, and the people I talked to, I made sure I did my diligence a little bit, reaching out to people. They're like, what you had, like the paperwork, it looks good. You should be okay. So I was pretty confident, but they weren't able to tell me until after that NCAA tournament. So
Are you serious?
So I'm waiting. People are asking me. I'm just kind of putting it off because I don't want to really stress about it extra. That I'm already stressed about it. And I ended up getting the 6th year, which was a huge blessing. And during that process, I was just able to think about like the future of my wrestling. And what I thought to myself was like, okay, I'm gonna apply for the 6th season. I'm not coming back for the 5th year because I plan on wrestling after this, and I feel like my best wrestling's yet to come. So why am I gonna rush this injury to come back for an NCAA season if my goal is great? Like even though I wasn't an NCAA champ at the time, my goal was to be an Olympic champ. That was my end goal. And if I thought about that longer and longer, that I had more potential on the table to come, like there was no need to rush the injury. I was able to live with not being an NCAA champ if that was the case. And I was just gonna move on and keep competing and keep getting better. But I ended up getting the 6 years, so everything worked out perfect.
Really worked out.
Yeah.
Couldn't have had a better year.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
In the most literal sense of the word.
Maybe if I didn't have this injury, but.
Well, true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're good. We're gonna roll. I'm gonna just show everybody this is a pretty good setting.
Beautiful interview.
Yes. Setting. I don't know if because you're in it, but it was, this is the setting, and then we're in the mountains here in Spokane, Washington, Spokane Valley, and he's mobbing. The knee be throbbing.
But Ashnault be mobbing.